My lovers, Cancer Nation and their lovers, welcome to your May 2020 astrological sign update. Cancer, you are last this month, but you're not the least at all. In fact, you might be one of the lucky ones because it's actually a cool day today, so you don't have to deal with my usual background noise, okay, with my fan and AC. All right, so I guess that's a consolation. Anyway, so when you're watching these readings for love, you're not just going to watch your sun sign, you're going to watch your moon, your Venus, and your rising sign, and then you're going to watch your person's placement in those areas because sometimes the energies could be flipped. People, spirit might want you guys to have a different perspective and see what your individual person might be experiencing or might be thinking watching these videos, that kind of thing, you know. All right, so let's go into this, guys. And I'm using the heart of the fairy, the fairies. You know, it's so weird how we pronounce it. Heart of the fairies, oracle deck for an energy for your person. Let's see what energy this person is in. Overall energy. Now, I'm not familiar with this deck at all. It's quite new. So I'm going to read it intuitively. If I get stuck, we're going to read from the book to make sure that you get all your messages. All right. This person has hope here. Hope springs eternal. All right. So let's see. Let's see Cancer and energy for the person that you're dealing with. The boy. Okay. Who had this? Who had the F boy? It wasn't Leo. 1 second, guys. Let me find out because this is important. And do you know, I just can't find it at all, guys. But one of them had this one. The boy. Yeah, so what I'm getting is that I think previously, Cancer, you were dealing with F-boy, F-girl kind of behavior. Okay, so your person, they just were really immature. They weren't ready for commitment. It was like a grown man or a grown girl in adult's clothes. Okay, they weren't ready to step out of the plate. They wore the trappings of it. But they weren't ready to step up to the plate. So they are ending this cycle of being this F-boy, F-girl kind of thing and really stepping into their power. I think they're getting a lot of guidance from their ancestors and they're making a lot of transformation. I'm seeing a lot of butterflies in this, and they're leaving their past and their own inner demons behind. Yeah, this person could have had addictions, really getting like sex addictions or something like that. But now they're trying to get grounded here and really release some of this behavior. Let me pull 3 cards on that. Spirit, tell us about this boy. Yeah, they're walking away from that shit. Okay? They're walking away from that kind of behavior. If it is, if they put you in a third party, because 21, besides being the world, which is why I was talking about them putting an end to that behavior, besides being the world, 21 always also reduced to 3. So they could be walking away from immaturity, but they can also be walking away from some kind of toxic situation. Yes, and they're coming to express their emotions, so prepare yourself. Some of you guys dealing with a Pisces. Yeah, and they've transformed. They've transformed. We have the death card here. So this really matches up with this. This person is releasing this immature behavior that they had before, and they're coming to express their feelings, Cancer. All right, so let's go into my emotional intelligence deck. Let's look at the emotional body and see what's happening there, because if you're not joining me in the extended, this is going to tell you what's happening in this person's life right now and where their priorities lie. Let's see how much information I can get for you. All right, so let's see. We got lust. Okay. We got trustworthy. We have shocked. Let me turn this sideways. And we have empathic. All right. Or empathetic, sorry. Empathic. Anyway. So we have lost it. So it could be that this person was really burning up for you, or it could be, just as we picked up there, this person had an issue controlling themselves before. They were ill-disciplined, or maybe they had some kind of sex addiction, because I mean the brightest color in this thing is the red. Okay, so they could have had a sex addiction, but now they're really releasing that to become trustworthy, being worthy of trust, being worthy of your trust specifically. They're shocked at something. We're gonna find out. And we have here empathetic. So it could be that they're finally, because they're going through this transformation, they're finally figuring out what it is that you suffered on your end of the connection because of their actions. Or it could be that they're having an awakening, and this person may be an empath and really stepping into their spiritual gifts, their spiritual power. All right, so this is why clarification is so important. So let's go. Spirit, why don't you give us this lost card? Tell us about that. Okay, so this person, the reason why they didn't take a leap of faith before, the reason why they had blocked out spirit, the reason why they weren't following their higher guidance before, is they were wrapped up in lust. So they could have chosen somebody else because of a physical connection with somebody else, or they could have had some kind of sex addiction. I mean, we do have this King of Wands, and let me tell you, when he's out of balance, he's a philanderer. So this could have been what's going on right now. But I think your person's taking action to correct that, because it hasn't gotten them anywhere. Just as I said, hasn't gotten them anywhere. Six of Swords reversed. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. You're right. Your life is not progressing. Okay, with that sort of behavior. So your person now is at a crossroads. Do they continue to do the same old shit that they were doing before, or do they do something differently? This person is choosing to do something differently, and we know that because we saw that death card. Okay, so it's a big, massive shift for your person, because they want to be trustworthy. They want to be trustworthy. Yeah, so they know in order to be trustworthy, they have a lot of healing that they need to do. So the healing is not complete, and that's why I'm leaving this sideways. Okay, I'm also getting that during this time, this person's transmuting a lot of karma as well, and that's what's pushing them into this kind of trustworthy mode, because they're really seeing how their actions sabotage them and also hurt other people. Okay, so they're in this healing process here, and it's just as I was talking about karma. Look, the card on the bottom, karma. And then bam, we have a karmic coming through here, and your person being heartbroken. So your person is realizing that they cause a lot of pain and suffering to a lot of people, right? And they only realize that because in step this karmic here, and in my readings all reverse court cards, karmic energies, this karmic here really showed them who they were, right? Show them how manipulative they were, how immature they were by reflecting back to them. So this Queen of Cups, she's emotionally manipulative karmic. She's a karmic that's immature. She's a karmic, all the guilt trips, want to kill themselves. You know the whole shebang of that manipulation, that kind of emotional manipulation. So this person served as their mirror and mirrored back to them exactly what they were doing. So now they're really heartbroken because they're finally coming to terms with what they did, perhaps to you and perhaps to other people. Again, energies can be flipped. Take it as it resonates, okay? I mean, put yourself as a hero in the story, All right, so we have shocked. What is this person shocked at? Yeah, they're shocked that you walk away. That's what. Yeah. We have the World in reverse. So they're shocked at this whole situation with this karmic. This whole karmic cycle here was very burdensome for them, and they're ready to release it now. But the things that it brought up about them and their subconscious, their past and their shadow, it really shocked. They shocked themselves. They shocked themselves. It's like they couldn't see themselves before until it was mirrored back to them. And that's why they're deciding now to take charge of their life, because they don't want to be that person anymore. Okay? They realize that karmic, that cycle had to change. Okay? They could not see themselves before. This person was just totally blocked off. They weren't doing any introspection or anything like that. They were just moving through life, trying to protect themselves as much as possible and not giving up about anyone else. Okay? And they learned that since childhood. Since they were a boy, they learned that. Okay? So they've been using the same coping mechanism to deal with life since they were a child. Since they were a child. You know where we saw that boy card? If you go on my other channel, the Pick a Card Empress, you look for the reading, What's Blocking Union? Or was it Pile 2? Could be Pile 2. Check them out. Check that out. It means that you need to see that. That's where we saw that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So they've been using the same coping mechanism since they were a child. Since they were 9 years old, 11 years old, they're using the same coping mechanism. Okay? So we have empathetic now. They're empathetic because they realize this person might have lied to you. They may have worn masks. They didn't show you who they really were. They may have deceived you. And they're only recognizing that now because somebody did it back to them. So they're taking action here. We have them, this Mr. Leo, taking action to end this shit. Okay? And really try to step into self-love here. Because they were doing all of that because they didn't love themselves. And it's something from childhood, something in their foundation. Their seeds, right? The seeds that that were planted in their foundation. Okay? That's what made them behave like that. All right, so let's have a look now into their headspace where with regard to you. Their headspace for you. When they think about you. Think about this connection here. What's happening? Oh. You're trying to pick up the pieces. All right, let's see. We have the 8 of Swords. So trapped in their mind, trapped in fear. Some of them could be in jail. Some of them trapped with this karmic still, trapped in this cycle. They put themselves there, so they have to get themselves out. But they got a plan. They got a plan. Some of you guys need to watch Virgo reading. They got a plan here with the 7 of Swords. They're not. This feels like Virgo reading already. Almost the same cards. Yeah, Virgo reading already. This is for you. Yeah, this is for you guys. Because I was going to take 4 cards anyway. This is you, right? All right, so we have the 8 of Pentacles upright. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We have the Knight of Pentacles, who's a Virgo, just as I told you. So some of you guys need to watch that Virgo reading. Even if you're not dealing with a Virgo, that Virgo reading is for you as well. We have the 2 of Cups here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So earth and water, and here comes the fire, but the fire is in reverse. So this is what's missing right now. The action. The Ace of Wands in reverse, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. Okay, all right. So this person wants to ground this. They're feeling this emotional connect with you here, and the action is what's missing. So what am I getting here? Your person want to invest in your connection. They want to work at it. They didn't put in the effort before, right? Because remember, they were being the F-boy or F-girl, right? So they didn't put in the effort before because they didn't plan for this thing to be long-term, okay? They plan to get in, get out, right? But now for some reason, they're realizing this connection is bigger than what they thought it was. So they want to bring solid offers to you here, right? It's a Virgo card. They come in slowly but cautiously. They want to bring a solid offer because they got a psychic connection with you here. This loving psychic connection. But for some reason, they ain't doing shit. So we're going to pull out some cards on this Ace of Fire and find out why this person ain't doing shit. If they're feeling a psychic connection with you and if they want to bring a solid offer. Well, we know it's probably a third party, but we're still going to be curious, right? So we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Why isn't this person taking action, Spirit? Tell us. Yeah, I told you they're trapped. They're trapped. Trapped where? Trapped how? Let's find out. All right. Trapped with a third party, which is a very frustrating situation for them, right? Because Three of Wands upright talks about you're waiting patiently for ships to coming. This is impatience. This is frustration. This could even be sexual frustration as well. So this person maybe they're saying goodbye to that lust thing. So maybe they're not even having sex, right? They're really frustrated because the person that they want to be with, they just can't. Also, oh, I'm referring you guys to so many different things now. Also, go check out that the automatic writing letter from a DM. Check that one out because it spoke about that as well. Yeah, and they're so frustrated here. Because I think this is part of this person's karma. They're under divine judgment right now. Some of them could be waiting on a judgment. So some of them could be in jail waiting on a judgment, or some of them could be getting a divorce waiting on a judgment. But know that this person's transforming. That's for sure. We got that death card right there. Yeah. And if they were in a marriage or some kind of committed connection, this is being released. So they're not ready to take any kind of action right now because they have a lot of shit going on. They got a lot of shit going on, guys. Let's see this Two of Cups here. Is this about you guys? Yeah, they want to press forward with this Two of Cups. They want to communicate. They want to communicate here. Yeah. And they want to walk away from the things that don't serve them so they can express their love, but they ain't doing shit. Maybe that should be the title. They ain't doing shit. They ain't doing shit. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Virgo, right? Wants to manifest this new beginning, and that's Virgo and Gemini. Ain't doing shit. Guys, I'm not laughing at you, right? I'm laughing at this person. There's a lot of ambivalence in this person right now, okay? And there's a lot of ambivalence. They want to press forward, but it's you know, it's a love and fear battle that I think we all go through. You know, our heart tells us press on, and then fear tells us, are you fucking crazy? You mad? You remember the last time you did that? What happened? You know that internal dialogue when your ego steps in. Yeah, but they want to make the effort here. Yeah, they want to take action, want to make the effort. We have a Leo here, but it's just not the right time because I think they're in something toxic. The Ace of Cups talks about codependency and toxicity. Yeah, and they're feeling really alone in that situation. Okay. All right, so let's find out what's blocking this connection, Cancer. What's blocking this connection? We have a King of Swords in reverse. Okay, so two things with this. This is an Aquarius. First of all, what's blocking this connection? No communication. All right. People need to speak their truth. People need to be their authentic selves. Stop hiding behind the mask. And that's both of you guys. No communication, blocking this connection. The other thing that could be blocking this connection, this person could be with a verbally abusive karmic. And let me tell you, King of Swords, that's hard energy. King of Swords in reverse, it's hard energy to deal with. This is someone who's ruthless. Ruthless. They're dealing with that person, and they have to be really careful about the moves that they make. They can't make any kind of stupid moves with this person right now. The next thing that's that might be blocking this connection, somebody might have blocked someone, like literally, or like block communication, like change phone number, change their apartment, you know, that whole thing. So there's no lines of communication open. What's blocking this connection? We have a Knight of Swords. So whoever's a Gemini could be blocking this connection here. But what's blocking this connection? Again, communication and honesty. There's a need for communication and honesty, or this connection is being blocked so that you guys can release this King of Air, this reverse King of Air vibes, and step into this Knight of Air where the communication is spontaneous, authentic, and truthful, no matter how harsh it is. Right? The truth can never really hurt you, you know. It just sets you on the right path. No matter how harsh it is. It can't, it can never really hurt you. What's blocking this connection? Knight of Wands reversed. So somebody's not taking action. Somebody's not following their heart. or it could be that this connection is being blocked by spirit, so somebody can release some kind of playaways from the past. So this is Sagittarian energy. What's blocking this connection? We got Justice. But in this deck, Justice is card number 8 with the Strength card. So this connection is being blocked to balance the scales of justice and for people to also step into their full power. Okay? So, Cancer, if this sounds like your energy, this sounds like your person's energy, join me in the extended, and it's easy to do so. It's $3.33 for a link, the individual link, or you can join my Patreon, $5.55 for the month, and you get access to all my extendeds that month and all the extendeds that went before. Okay, and you can just check out 1 month, right? As soon as you subscribe, cancel the subscription after, and you just test out for a month, and then you can decide if you want to come back. All right, so Cancer, thank you so much for tuning in to Cancer and Their Lovers. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your likes, shares, your subscribes, and if you can go a step further and click on any of the ads I played during this reading, that is beautiful energy exchange. Thank you all for your support. I love you. Bye.